In this video, we are going to see about hypothesis testing of mean. Directly start with the question itself and we'll solve the question with the help of Python. So here we have the question which says that let's say that the long jump competition was organized for some students and the data here is as follows for 25 students. So we have the number of students, that is the population size itself is 25, and we are asked that is the average long jump distance for students is more than 80 or not. So we need to find first of all the mean and the standard deviation of the population. So you should note that here this 25 students itself are the population. They are not sample but the population. So instead of going for the t test, so we will go for the z test. Now one thing you might be confused with is that whether to go with t test or whether to go with z test. So you should note that you should go with t test, hypothesis testing, only in the condition when you don't have the sigma of the population. But here we are given the population itself, so we can find easily the standard deviation of the population and we will go for z test. But in cases where you are not given the parameters of the population but you are given statistics, so you might go for t test, but here we'll go for z test. So we'll note down the things which are given to us. So let's consider that the confidence interval be 95%, so we are taking alpha as 0.05. Then we are taking the alternate hypothesis. So we are asked to check whether the average long jump distance of student is more than 80 inches. So we have the alternate hypothesis, that is mu is greater than 80. Whereas we can say that the null hypothesis is that mu is equal to 80 or even less than that. So let's check out how we can solve the same problem in Python. Firstly, we will carry out the critical value range. So here we have the alternate hypothesis which is larger, that is on the right side. It is a one tail test. So we are getting the critical value, that we need to find the critical value on the Z Gaussian distribution for 95%. So here we have 1 minus alpha and the standard mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. So let's print out the critical value. So we get the critical value as 1.64. So if we plot it here on a graph, so we can plot a Gaussian distribution in such a case. It's a right tail test and we got the critical value Z critical as 1.64. So now let's check for the test statistics. So we import stats model.api as SM and we also import numpy, and then we have collected the data in a Python list. Then we get some basic statistics about the population, that is the mean of the population, then the sigma of population using the numpy mean and standard deviation function, and then we go for the actual test statistic, that is z stats, and the p value that we get from the stats model.stats.z test, where we are passing this whole list and then we are passing the value of null hypothesis, that is 80, and the alternate hypothesis we are giving it as larger since it's a one tail test towards the right side. And let's print both this statistic along with that. So we get the mean as 83.84. So we can write here the mean is 83.84. The standard deviation we are getting as 10.71. And the main thing that we wanted to find out whether the average long jump distance of students is more than 80 or not. So here we get that the test statistic is equal to 1.75. So if we plot this 1.75 on this standard normal distribution curve, so we will get that 1.75 lies somewhere here. So definitely 1.75 shows that 1.75 is in the acceptance region, and whenever you get the test statistics in the acceptance region, we directly reject the null hypothesis and we say that alternate hypothesis is true with 95% of confidence. Another way to verify your claim is go for the p-value test. Here we got the p-value as 0.0394. So the p-value here we got as 0.0394, which is smaller than the alpha value, that is 0.05. So in this case also we reject the null hypothesis and we accept the alternate hypothesis with 95% of confidence that the average long jump distance for student 80 inches. So I hope that you understood whatever I had shown in this video, and feel free to ask doubts in the comment section below. In the next video we will see more about t-test, and then afterwards we'll go for 2-parameter hypothesis testing. See you next time. And if you like my work, please do hit the like, share and subscribe button.